Good morning to our pause. Red Letter Christians UK. Monday morning, August. We'll wait for a few others to join, so I'm not just on the dot. Say hi as you join. Here they come. Good morning. There you are. Morning, Diane. Morning, Sally and Anne. Wonderful. Morning, Claire, Barbara, Annette. Good morning. Lovely you're here. Morning, Richard. And Carolyn. Oh, we're all together. That's lovely. Don't know what kind of week you've had. Don't know what kind of week you will have ahead of you. Morning, Robin. I've had a bit of a crazy week behind me. Lots of traveling and antibiotics for my infected wisdom tooth, which have wiped me out. But this week is quieter. But we started together. We started together. In the light of this new morning, we pause to be still. In the hush of this new day, we quieten the minds. In the freshness of this new dawn, we breathe in life. Perhaps a bit unusual, but I would like to read a blessing as we enter our time of silence together. In every moment of this day, may you know the embrace of God's love. May you hear the whisper of God's voice. May you feel the presence of God's Spirit. May you share the knowledge of God's grace in every moment of this day. Let's pause and rest in silence. Radical Jesus, we meet you in our community today. We're compelled to join you in sitting with people who need a friend, walking with those who struggle, standing in solidarity with those who have been wronged. We yearn for the day when all things are put right, for this is who we are. Give us what we need to live this day well, as justice makes love complete. Our beatitude for today. Now's the time if you are poor. Belonging here is all the wealth you need. Time's up if you're rich. You've already got all you will get. The verse I would like to share with you today is only a short one. Matthew chapter 13, verse 44. This is Jesus speaking, one of the red letters in our Bibles. This is what it says. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Where does the kingdom of heaven feel like a real treasure to you today, this week? That brings you total joy. Where does it feel like a treasure that you delight in, that you celebrate, that you jump up and down and enjoy? Tell you what, before we think more into it, uh, in light of our beatitude, talking about the rich and the poor, we've got to be careful that we don't take this parable a bit too far and think of the man as a great investor who pulled one over on the actual owner of the field by hiding the treasure, not disclosing that there is treasure to be found, bought it for pittance, even though it cost him everything, and then made a huge profit on the land. That's not the point of the parable. I think would do Jesus a great disservice if we think it has anything to do with profiteering. Letting the chickens out. People working together to transform their neighborhood. Absolutely. Love, goodness, well-being, and deep peace. What is your kingdom treasure hidden under, hidden in today? Which which layers need to be stripped back? What needs to be dug up in order to find it? What needs to be deconstructed in order to reach the treasure in its purity again? For me personally, in August, um, stripping back the layers of productivity, accepting that it's okay to rest, to not produce, to not be busy, 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 but that it's okay to do things just for the enjoyment of it. That God is okay with me, not just with the work I produce. And then what is it that you need to give up? What do you need to let go in order to buy that field? Bear in mind, not the treasure. The treasure cannot be bought. Just the field, just the soil where the treasure can be found, just the situation, the opportunities to connect with God. What needs to be let go? The man in the parable had to sell everything in order to buy the field where he found the treasure. The treasure is priceless. The field, however, can be bought. Sally, coming from a sabbatical, says that rest is sacred. Absolutely. Let go of proving yourself to others. Yep, very true. Here's a strange, um, interesting twist to this parable. Um, Yesterday, in our church community, we spoke about this parable, and one of our um, people who is currently street homeless asked the question, or basically just made a statement saying, I've got nothing to sell. I've got nothing to give up. I've lost everything I've ever had. I've lost my job, I've lost my house, lost my family. What do I do? I'll leave that standing in the room. What do those do who very lost everything? Now's the time if you're poor. Belonging here is all the wealth you need. Time's up if you're rich. You've already got all you'll get. Prayers of solidarity. As we pray this, if you want to follow along in the book, wonderful. Feel free to put initials down of people that we need to hold together as a community this morning. Jesus, whose daily purpose was to make strangers into friends. We bring to you those who need a friend today. Let's name those who come to mind, those we anticipate meeting during our day. Imagine Jesus sitting at a table beside them, listening to them. Jesus, who invited those carrying heavy burdens to come to him and find rest in him. We bring to you those who struggle today. Name those who come to your mind who are in need of God's help. Imagine Jesus walking alongside them, bearing their load. Jesus, who defended the falsely accused and called out hypocrisy and discrimination, will bring to you those who have been wronged today. Name those who come to your mind, those you know and those you have heard about. Imagine Jesus standing up for them, stating their case. I pray for Ian, our treasurer and long-term trustee. He's lost his wife last week, and let's finish with the ending together. Today, with you and with others, may I truthfully speak. May I lovingly serve. May I joyfully live. Well, may you enjoy the treasure that you have uncovered. May it shine, may it glisten in the sun, may it delight you during your day and give you joy and peace. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you next Monday. Take care.